Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth, and I am back here to do another reading, and this is for the Fire Sign Collective Singles, and specifically for singles who have either been in a rut, romantically speaking. Maybe you just are feeling either you didn't get any appropriate closure with your last relationship, but you're feeling like you're in a rut, and perhaps there hasn't been any dating or any type of interest in dating for at least a few months to at least the last year. So that's the energy that this is focusing on today, and it starts tomorrow through, let's see, tomorrow is the 7th, and that will go through at least through the 20th of July 2020. And of course, energy is always fluid. And you can certainly, when you see this reading, if it resonates with you now, great. If it doesn't, maybe at a different time. And the decks I'm using today, I started actually, it was weird. I started with the Mystic Mondays Tarot here. It's a fairly new deck for me. But as I was working on the reading and I pulled the first few cards here in the first row, I was inspired to ask. It's almost like Spirit led me to go to the After Tarot. So this is the Mystic Tarot and this is the After Tarot. And the concept behind this deck is to what happens after. But a lot of these cards, I mean, I don't normally read reverse, as you know, but some of these showed up reverse. So this will be an interesting reading. And so I just want to say that the contest is still running. If you would kindly like the video, if you like it, please subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. And if you want to book a reading, I'll post all the information below. And I am still doing a sliding scale fee, at least until the end of the summer. So anyway, guys, let's look into what's going on. So the first energy I pulled up is the recent past. This is the Ten of Wands energy. And the Ten of Wands it's oppression. It's feeling as if you're carrying the weight of the world on your shoulder. It's a heavy burden, okay? So in the recent past, for some of you, it's this feeling as if for some of you, it's literally like a physical energy of feeling emotionally burdened. For some, it's a physical burden of feeling like it's time to just either physically take care of my health, okay? Because we've got the Lovers clarifying the card, and the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles here in this deck. Okay, and so this is a major arcana card in the recent past. So with it could be that some of you may have been really committed in a relationship that just wasn't going anywhere with the Two of Pentacles. It just kind of, you wanted one thing and the person wanted another. Perhaps you were more committed, because literally this is with the Ten of Wands and the Lovers, it's always about commitment in a relationship. But when you have this Two of Pentacles energy here, it wasn't really going the way you wanted it to go. And as I look at this specific Two of Pentacles from the After Tarot, the imagery is a little bit different, because as the person is juggling, there are people moving and moving on with their lives. And I feel like for some of you that maybe had been in a relationship with somebody where you felt very burdened, where you felt you were doing all the work, you have finally somehow detached from this idea, of that energy, of that, because it's almost like you want to move away from it. And all of you, I mean, this Lover's energy isn't just about love, as far as romantic love. It's more about bringing emotional, mental, and physical and spiritual balance back into your life, and finding a way to take better care of yourselves and walking away from things that are no longer going to serve you any type of justice, or it's just time. Because in your current energy here, we have where you guys are right now, and it's the Queen of Pentacles. And I mean, this is a powerful, earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And she's a woman who is, in her way, she plans ahead. And it's just time right now to focus on planning ahead and being more mindful about what's going on in your world. And again, with the clarification cards, we've got the Six of Swords, and this is from the After Tarot reversed with the Two of Wands. And I feel like for some of you, mentally speaking, I feel like currently you're in this place where you want to get ahead, but you're stuck. The Six of Swords reverses not being able to get out of your head, not being able to get away from either negativity or anxiety. Okay, and so the Six of Swords reverse needs you. It's like a reminder right now to refocus this. In order to turn this around, you've got to empty your thoughts of the negativity, and you've got to pull yourself away from the past. And so for some of you guys, the fire sign singles out there that are still holding on to this idea of a relationship or a partnership that wasn't working. Whatever happened in that relationship, either you walked away or you felt like this person walked away, and you kind of feel like, especially when I look at the imagery here, I feel like they walked away getting what they needed, but you didn't get what you needed from that person. And it could go either way, but I do feel like currently, even with the Two of Wands here, you guys are in a position where, excuse me, where you are beginning to see that you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to hold on to this anymore. You can work with people around you. And if the other person chooses to, whether this is you reaching out to somebody or someone reaching out to you, you have to make your own closure. If some of you fire signs out there decide that you need closure in a relationship from the past, you're not going to, maybe you won't, if you're the person that has to make that closure, or you feel like you need to reach out to that person, Mercury does go direct on the 12th of July. And I feel like, when Mercury is retrograde, especially when it comes to relationships that don't have closure, the feeling I get for some of you is the need to have that on some level. So for some of you, you're going to reach out and have that closure. For some of you, you might receive it. And for others, it's this feeling of, I'm not waiting anymore. What's the point? Because moving forward into the future, we have this coming into the next couple of weeks or so, we have the Two of Wands. This is more fiery energy. This is your energy. And so you're in a place in the future here where you're beginning to look at what your options are. You had the Three of Wands here. I mean, the Two of Wands came up here. Two of Wands was in this deck here. So in this deck, it's basically saying that you have an idea, things that you want to get done, but don't sorry about the coughing. My asthma's been awful. But the Two of Wands, especially in this energy in your immediate future, is don't let your fear hold you back, or as far as relationships are concerned, by the way. I feel like there's a person around you that with the Empress reverse, you have either they did you wrong, or it's mother energy. So for some of you, you're dealing with a female who either is your mother or is a mother, okay, who you feel burdened by, or you're feeling a negative energy toward this woman in your life. And maybe for some of you out there, some of you may even compare certain relationships to either mother, or the person that raised you. Not everyone. This is a certain hit that I'm getting, but the Empress reverse is also not feeling nurtured, not feeling appreciated. And especially in this deck, when she's upright, she's receiving all the love. But reverse, you're feeling, for some of you fire signs, it's almost like you feel rejected in the future. You're not feeling, and there's this energy of the Page of Cups coming in. So there is someone, or there is this energy in the future where either you hear from somebody or you reach out, or this Page of Cups energy is making an offer, and it's already beginning to manifest here. If you see, in the original deck, he's holding his cup up and the fish is in the cup. He lets the fish go and the fish is now going to go be able to swim. So that's closure here. In this card, you're receiving some type of message for some of you. Either you're reaching out to someone for closure or vice versa. That's this. I don't know how it happens. I just feel like moving forward, we'll clarify if we have time, because we're looking at action energy, and we have the Ace of Cups coming into best course of action. And this is the opportunity it's an offer of love, it's something new, it's communication, or it's the communication of somebody. It's like either initiating new love or it's expressing feelings, but it's an opportunity to express how you feel. And you have the Nine of Cups clarifying it, and it's reversed again. Usually upright, the Nine of Cups in this deck, as you can see, when it's upright, wishes are coming true already. He's enjoying the fruits of his labor. Reverse, some of you are feeling, as far as the action goes, it's almost like be careful what you wish for. It might come true. You guys are just pessimistic. That's the pessimistic energy at this time. And you're not sure with this action card, you're vacillating. Okay, so there's this issue of, in this deck, it's upright. So for some of you, you think that, well, maybe I'll just let this go and not deal with it. For those of you that might have walked away from somebody in the past and you're feeling that person's on your mind and there was no closure, or either they walked away from you or you walked away from them, and this is your energy here. For some of you, it's this, do I just keep walking away? Even though you seem to have, some of you, there's still this feeling like either an attraction, whether it's an emotional attraction, physical attraction, it's something that it's like, you're just going to walk away from it, but you're having a hard time because we have, let's see, as far as action, let's see, past, present, future, action as far as people go, you have the Hanged Man here. So in this deck here, it's a major arcana card. You know, and I think for some of you, you've been in whatever happened, whether you walked away or they walked away from you, both of you have been in some type of limbo, and some of you have been expressing that all is fine, all is well in the world. You got the Six of Cups, which is you thinking about the past, and then you have the Four of Swords reversed, which is, again, not being able to sit still with your thoughts. I think you guys were kind of, in the past with the Four of Swords upright, you may have just been ignoring this issue, or for some of you, not communicating at all with this person, or vice versa. But you seem to be in the position of I would say, people here. People in your future, you seem to be dealing with somebody that has already kind of done the work, and maybe they were struggling. Maybe they have been struggling in the past. They were having a hard time letting you go, but they're not holding any type of animosity anymore towards you. But you're in a position where the people around you seem to be wondering, you know, what's your next move? Because even moving forward into your hopes and fears energy here, we've got, for some of you, I mean, you're thinking a lot about the past. Six of Cups is nostalgia. And it's also, I mean, that's what it basically means, but it's also reconnecting with somebody from your past that you've been with the Four of Swords reversed. You know, this is someone from your past that you may have been ignoring, or they may have been ignoring you. And we have the hopes and fears energy here of the Ten of Cups, which is all about wanting to connect with somebody that you felt close to, you know. And the Justice card is karmic justice, and it's upright. And literally that's about the universe moving in that direction with the Eight of Wands. So either you're reaching out to somebody in the next couple of weeks, possibly for some of you, or vice versa. You're finding a way to, both of you, there's someone here that you may talk to, or they may talk to you. The outcome is about the, you know, for some of you anyway, you fire signs, the Three of Cups is a great energy of friendship, celebration. And you might feel like maybe you had the closure you wanted now. For some of you, maybe you got that closure, or you're getting closure that maybe in the past you couldn't have. Because the Five of Wands reverse, you're not resisting it anymore. You're not resisting giving closure or receiving closure, either receiving it or giving it. Because you have the Temperance card. And for some of you, you don't have to wait anymore. It's almost like you're ready for it. You're either ready to receive or you're ready to give, vice versa. So I do believe that this, in the next couple of weeks, for some of you, there is this communication coming through from someone from the past. There's a lot of closure that either you'll make for yourself or you make for somebody, or you both seem to work on it. And for some of you, it literally will be you reaching out, even though you're ambivalent. For some of you, you're very ambivalent, and you have been living in a whole other like level of kind of avoiding this person for a long time. But it does feel like at some point with the cards I'm seeing that you're making a decision to just kind of do it and have the closure that they deserve and that you want. So I hope that makes sense, guys. I feel like we have some time to clarify. So I'm going to just shuffle these cards, and I'm going to actually wonder, I'm trying to figure out what cards I want to clarify here. And normally I don't read reverse, so I'm just going to very quickly put the rest of these babies, not all of them, but I mean, I'm really, when it comes to the tarot, I'm not one to read reverse. If there happens to be a reverse card that does come up, then I'll deal with it. And I think because I've been practicing and doing some classes with students online with reverses and reversal cards, and I find it to be so fascinating. And there's old school thinking, there's new school thinking, there's me, that I just do my own thing. You know, if I want to follow something that's old school, I do it. If I trust it, I do it. I'm all about trying new things, but I tend to stick to what works. So that being said, we're going to look into your immediate future with the Two of Wands, the Empress reverse, and the Page of Cups, okay? So this is the immediate future. So I'm asking my guides and my guardian angels to please be as accurate and as evidential as possible. With the Two of Wands, please clarify it. What's up with the immediate future with the Two of Wands, the Empress reversed, and the Page of Cups? What is this for the fire sign single collective, please? Sagittarius, Leo. On here. Okay, the immediate future for Two of Wands. Aries, Sag, Leo. Immediate future, Two of Wands, Empress reversed. Okay, one more shuffle, please. Trying to see what this is about. Immediate future with the Empress reversed, Two of Wands. We've got the Page of Cups, and we've got King of Pentacles. Okay, so in this deck, he is, King of Pentacles is someone that is very grounded and careful with their thinking. They are methodical. They're thoughtful. And so this is an energy of someone who probably already made a decision, but he's been thinking about it. So he's making sure that his defenses are down. He's not as stubborn as he was about it. So there's more fluidity in this energy with the Two of Wands and the Empress reversed. And so this message coming through could be someone who has Earth in their chart, or they could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. Or this is a person who seems to just be making a decision about some type of, enough thinking, enough holding back. So let's move into the action energy. Action is the Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups reversed, Seven of Swords. In this deck, the After Tarot is upright. So what is this about for the Fire Sign Collective with the Nine of Cups reversed, Seven of Swords upright? Spirit, please. Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, and this card is telling me that, okay, interesting, Ten of Swords. You're getting closure. This seems to be in the next couple of weeks, you guys. I mean, this is, the Ten of Swords is, usually the person is left behind, but they're coming and they're picking this person up and they're going to give them the burial he deserves. So for you guys, you're putting this to rest. Even if someone from the past, they're on your mind and you've been having a really hard time letting it go, or the resentment and anger you feel, or the guilt that some of you might be feeling, and the unsettled feelings, you're in a position in the next couple of weeks where with the Ten of Swords in this deck, you are finally putting it you're making up your mind to either walk away, and that's it. And for some of you, you may decide to communicate with someone. I'll pull one more card. For some of you, it's about reaching out to someone that you caused you either broke someone's heart or vice versa. So let's see if you're the one reaching out. Either way, this is fire sign energy. So it's a victory, whether if you decide to reach out to someone for closure. The Six of Wands is all about it's receiving. They're open to receive your communication, and they're not angry. And it goes both ways. If I feel like if someone reaches out to you, you're not angry. There seems to be this energy. If it's done, it's over. Let's move on. Okay, and let's see here. As far as the action energy of the Hangman and the Six of Cups and the Four of Swords reverse, we want to see what the clarification is for people in the next couple of weeks. The Hangman. So we have the Hermit. You guys seem to be in this energy of literally isolation. I think you guys, a lot of you, not all of you, but when you want your alone time, you definitely take it very seriously. And you have been reflecting. This Hermit card is beginning to manifest what he wants. He knows what he wants in his life now. And so he's beginning to, like with his dog and his serpent and the light, he's taking some steps forward now. So even though you may want to be in a position where you are who you are as far as being single or just not going back, you seem to be in a position with the Six of Cups reflecting on old relationships. Four of Swords reverses, getting up from a slumber. And you guys seem to be waking up from this idea of not doing anything. And there's some type of action. And it puts you in a place where you feel like you have perspective and insight. And you seem very much like you have this insight about, okay, now I understand what I have to do. Either way, that's what I'm seeing. And the last few cards with the Three of Cups and the Five of Wands and the Temperance card, we've got this energy of, let's see, I'm going to clarify the Three of Cups, which we know is some type of a celebration with friends, being acknowledged, celebrating, getting good news. Even with the Five of Wands reversed, they're not resisting and they're not putting you on hold, and it could go either way. And here you are, the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. You're the one reaching out. I feel like not all of you, but some of you, whether you're male or female, might be the one that either communicates with somebody from the past or makes an effort to. Or you might hear from someone like this, but this is where you guys are at. That's the fire sign energy I'm seeing. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to stop the reading here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post questions. If you want to book a reading, I'll post everything below. Remember to please like the video if you like it, and to please subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed, and share the channel. And I will see you guys soon, and have a great couple of weeks. Blessings.